Hey everyone, welcome to Don't Worry Wednesday, the show where we discuss any issues or challenges you may be having. The concern we are handling in this segment comes from Yoyikemilk Athiest, and it reads, I kinda asked this girl out, and we said we may go out. Then someone else asked her out, and she said no to him. I don't want to seem like a bad person. Should I wait to go for her, or ask her straight out? Wait or go now? That is the question.
Yes.
Brian?
Oh, you're going to throw me into the bus. All right. No, just kidding.
How do those tires feel, Ryan?
Yeah. Oh, they feel nice and squishy. Okay, so here's my suggestion. I think it's great that you want to be tactful and not seem like a jerk or whatever. In light of the situation, you can wait if you want to. I would suggest not waiting too long though, because here's the thing: the longer you wait, the more it's going to be hard to work up the courage to ask. And a lot of times people have a love interest and they just never ask them because they're worried they might not like them, or they want to make sure that they like them before they ask. The problem with waiting to make sure they like you before you ask is that asking them now won't change whether they like you later or not. And they might stop liking you if they like you now. Also, if you don't ask and you end up building this huge giant fantasy in your head that never happens because you never ask, not only have you wasted your time, you've put a lot of emotion into something, and it will hurt even more when they say no. If they say no. Yeah, sorry. If they say no. If they say yes, then cool. If they say yes, that's great, and you didn't need to build all those fantasies in your head anyways. It's better to just live the real thing out and ask them when you find that time. Obviously, the situation matters, what time is right and not, but make it a point to build up the courage to ask, because not asking won't do you any good. So anyways, that's my comment. And now, obviously, I didn't completely touch on your original thing. What is it too early? I think that's up for you to decide. Maybe Joe will have something a little bit better. Yes, by the way, Cheddar, this is the first stream with CDVNL. But yeah, maybe Joe will have a little bit better input on this. So what do you have to say about it?
I second what you said, especially
don't do
part
it.
About yeah. Because you do have to at some point, just throw it out there.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to ask this person out, eventually you just have to ask them out. And if you're afraid, which, man, I've experienced fear more times than I care to admit about all kinds of things, and asking a person out on a date was definitely one of them.
Yep.
It was fun, actually, just a sidebar into a little story. I remember asking this person out, and I called on the phone. It took everything I had to call this girl on the phone, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I called and said, hey, so, I call her parents' house, and her dad answered the phone. And I asked for her, and she got on. And then I was like, so, you want to go get a cup of coffee sometime? And she said, I don't drink coffee. I was like, oh, well, what about, you want to go see you want to go get a burger? We could go get a burger. She's like, I don't eat red meat.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, no. And so then I'm just like, what the heck do you do now? And so then I was like, you want to go see a movie? Oh, I'm seeing somebody right now.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, really? Turned out then she got engaged to this person. And that was all great and lasted for however many months. And then she broke up with him and married me.
Months and married you. Nice. Hey.
And that's my wife.
Yeah,
She
that's
told me
true.
that when I asked her out. It's amazing.
You see, that's exactly applies to my thing before. If you ask now, you might worry, oh, if I ask now and it's too soon, she'll never say yes. It's not true. You never know how people's emotions can change and for the future. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great example.
Yeah. So sooner or later, just get the courage. I mean, to overcome a fear, what I do for that, I mean, if it's a fear you're doing, then I will play this little game, and it seems counterintuitive at the start. So, kind of just roll with me until I get to the end of it. But, I will ask myself, what's the worst possible thing that can happen here? The worst possible thing. Like, okay, I'm going to ask this person out. She's going to shoot me. Okay, that's probably not going to happen. What's the worst? The worst thing, the worst thing is to be rejected, for her to say no. Right? I guess the absolute worst thing would be if you asked her in front of all of her friends and she like pointed at you and laughed and made fun of you for asking, then that might be worse. So I would try to not do this when she's around all of her friends. Maybe see if you can pull her aside or something to ask, just a one-on-one thing. But come to grips with, okay, what if she says no? What will you do?
Live on.
Yeah. I mean, and really go through that and then come to grips with that. And then you're like, oh, that's the worst thing that can happen. If I can handle that, I've already prepared myself for that outcome. I can handle anything else from there to good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you totally, you'll be just fine. And then it takes you will still have some apprehension, for sure. You'll still have the butterflies in the stomach. And I heard a wise man one time say that the butterflies never go away, but you get them to fly in formation.
Nice.
So they still will be there, but that's just adrenaline. And if you're an adrenaline junkie, like some folks are,
Oh yeah.
then you probably really like that kind of thing. But anyway, I hope that was helpful.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Thank you for asking.